Hey everyone, my name is Sohail Rahan Malik of second CSC from the Institute of Srinivas Ramanujan Institute of Technology. So the topic today I'm going to discuss about is on the case studies on climate change adaptation from the subject environmental science. So coming to the introduction to the climate change in Bangladesh, Bangladesh is one of the most vulnerable countries to climate change impacts. Rising sea levels pose significant threats to these coastal communities and ecosystems. As you can see, the scale risk index of Bangladesh from the past 2019. Out of 180 countries, it was ranked as 7 in the case of fatalities. Fatalities per 1 lakh inhabitants were like 29. Losses per unit GPD were in percentage was 28 percentage. So you can see and understand adaptation strategies by this, which is also crucial for enhancing resilience in the face of these challenges. Next, coming to overviewing of rising sea levels. Sea levels in the Bay of Bengal are rising at an alarming rate due to climatic change. This phenomenon threatens infrastructures, agriculture, and freshwater supplies in Bangladesh. Coastal erosion and uh, increased salinity are direct consequences affecting local livelihoods. As you can also see here in the images, like 15 million people affected in the area of 17,000 kilometers square. Next, coming to the importance of adaptation strategies. Adaptation strategies help communities to adjust to the impacts of rising sea levels. They aim to reduce vulnerabilities and enhance resilience among affected population. Affected. Next, coming to the community-based adaptation initiatives. Local communities play a vital role in shaping adaptation strategies that suit their needs. Like community-based initiatives often involve training and capacity building programs. These initiatives empower residents to implement sustainable practices and resilience measures. As you can see here, the framework includes the climate change knowledge depends on four aspects. Coming to the climate resilience, livelihoods, disaster risk reduction, local adaptivity, and organizational capacity, and addressing underlying causes of vulnerability. These all influences the enabling policy environment. Next, coming to coastal and riverbank protection, building embankments and sea walls is a primary strategy to protect coastal areas. As you can see here, these the water cannot be passed from these sea walls so that it would be safer for the coastal areas and it protects coastal areas. Mangrove restoration is another effective natural barrier against storm surges and erosions. These measures help secure both human settlements and biodiversity in vulnerable regions, and also prevention of water eruptions. These dams and walls are built to protect the coastal areas. Next, coming to sustainable agricultural practices, introducing saline resistant crop varieties and help farmers adapt to change condition. As you can see here, the crop varieties such as wheat, vegetables, barley, chicory, wheat, these all varieties can help farmers adapt to change vulnerabilities on changing conditions. Crop rotation and agroforestry practices enhance soil health and productivity. Sustainable water management techniques are essential for irrigation in salinized areas. Next, coming to disaster risk reduction measures, the measures that to be taken to reduce the disaster, like early warning systems, are critical for minimizing the impact of natural disasters. There are some machines also to prevent or give a notification of a disaster. Community drills and training enhanced prepared for floods and cyclones. In integrating this disaster risk management into local planning ensures a proactive approach. Here, as you can see, the disaster management cycles involves disaster starting to a response, recovery, next preparedness, mitigation, and last to the system. This all happens are disaster management cycles to reduce the disaster risk. Next, coming to the infrastructure resilience, upgrading infrastructures to withstand extreme weather and events is vital for adaptation. Elevating buildings and roads in vulnerable areas can mitigate flood risk. Incorporating climate resilience into urban planning is essential for future developments. Here, as you can see here in the image, flooding, drought, coastal damage, urban heat. This all comes under green infrastructure for environmental resilience. Next, coming to the policy framework and government initiatives, the Bangladesh government has developed the national policies addressing the climate change to prevention of these uh, risk management systems. International collaboration and funding support enhance the local adaptation efforts, implementing effective governance structures ensures accountability and progress. As you can see here, the Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climatic Changes as Ministry of Planning. These all have plans taken like Delta Plan 2100, like the Perspective Plan in the year 2020 to 2021, National Sustainable Development Strategies. These 5-year national plans have helped in growth of uh, growth of these risk management systems. Role of non-governmental organizations. Coming to the non-governmental organizations, they have played a crucial role in implementing the on-ground adaptation projects. They often provide technical assistance and funding for vulnerable communities. Partnerships between NGOs and local governments enhance the efficiency of adaptation efforts. Their roles is like stakeholders and partners in development agenda together with borrowing and donor countries and private sectors. These also help in the growth of their nation. Coming to educational and awareness campaigns, raising awareness about climatic change impacts is a key to community engagement. Educational programs can inform residents about sustainable practices and resilience. Involving youth in adaptation initiatives fosters a culture of proactive environmental stewardship. As you can see here, polar bear extinction, global warming, climate change, these all effects to the growth of raising awareness, which affects the involvement of youth and adaptation initiatives. Next, coming to the conclusion and future directions, continue to the investment in adaptation strategies is essential for Bangladesh's future. Collaborative efforts among all the stakeholders will enhance resilience against climate change. This proactive approach will ensure sustainable development for future generations in Bangladesh as well as all the countries which will follow the same system as the Bangladesh has followed. So I hope that's it for this topic. I hope you all are clear with the topic.